Hi there, good morning or good afternoon. My name is Mariam Esquivel, and you're joining me for the Talk with Mariam. So, in today's episode, we will be discussing local government. And to begin, we will be discussing the three types of local government. And those are, in order, county, city, and special purpose districts. So, in the county, you have elected office officials like the county judge and the county sheriff. And in Laredo, we are Webb County. For the city, in the city, you vote for the mayor, and you follow. For the most part, you just follow the general law, which are restricted by parameters, which means that we only follow state laws. And we make our own local laws, which are called ordinances. And finally, you have the special purpose districts. In the special purpose districts, you focus on certain areas. For example, there's the community college district, the water districts, the arts and entertainment district, and the library district. So now that we have talked about the forms of local government, I want to jump into where the local governments get all of the funding. So we will be talking about the sources of revenue up next. And now, for the most part, all of the areas use the same amount of source of revenue. They use property taxes. So cities use property taxes and sales taxes. The county source of revenue, the counties use taxpayer money too, and they sometimes also receive money from federal or state grants. And the special purpose districts, for like more in detail, the independent school districts, they tax residents for their money, and that's how all of them get their money. They invest it in the city. So where do they invest it? Well, they invested in the things we need to keep functioning and for our everyday lives, which is our essential services. So local government is responsible for the needs we need to keep running, like public safety, utilities, waste management, and infrastructure. So in public safety, there are in charge of the police department, fire department, the emergency medical services, and disaster response. Moving on, in the utilities, you have everything you need for buildings and households to keep running, which are the water, electricity, gas, and sewage treatment. We also have waste management. Waste management is garbage collection and recycling and hazardous waste disposal. In Laredo, garbage pickup day is on Mondays, and on Thursdays you have the recycling programs, the recycling pickup day. Lastly, we have infrastructure, and for the infrastructure, that is responsible for maintaining roads, bridges, and public transportation. So again, it's these are all really important things we need to live our daily lives. And so these essential services are really important. They're crucial for a healthy and safe environment, for supporting the economic activity, and for ensuring the quality of life for residents. After talking about the essential services that we need in our city, you may wonder, how do they keep these all running? Is there a system, a way to organize the whole city? And there is. There are four types of government, and they're called the council manager system, the strong mayor system, weak mayor system, and the commissioner system. Laredo uses the council manager system, and that is when the city manager appoints department heads and sets policies. This is specifically for running day-to-day operations. Next, we got the strong mayor and system. In the strong mayor system, a mayor appoints department heads and sets policy. In this type of system, typically there is a clear leadership, but it is centralized in one elected office. Moving on to the weak mayor, it's the city council, in this case, is appointing department heads and is setting policies. And in this type of system, there are large amounts of representation, but because of the amount of representation, there is not a clear leadership. Lastly, we have the commissioner system. In the commissioner system, commissioners are the ones in charge of specific city services. Like I mentioned, Laredo has the council manager system, and in that system, typically, sometimes a professional is hired. That way, they can efficiently rule the day-to-day operations of the city, and it's a good thing. But the only con about that is that they are not as attuned to the people's needs as somebody else would be. So, all of this work and thought that has gone into how to keep the city running and the systems that should be used and where to get all the funding. Who is it for? Well, it's all for the citizens, for the people to live their daily lives. So, next we will be talking about citizen engagement, specifically the three concepts that are involved in citizen engagement, which give citizens power. So first we got initiative, which is when citizens make proposals, which means that citizens can directly influence policy and decision making. Next we have the referendum. And the referendum is when people who vote where people vote on particular issues, excuse me. And lastly, we have the recall, which is when people join together to do a recall election and remove the person they want from office. And these are very important because by being active and participating, we can allow our leaders to have better informed decisions. So they can be more effective in problem solving, and we can mutually build public trust, so that way the city can be running more effectively. So we made it to the end of the episode, and I hope you enjoyed having this talk with me about local government and how important citizen engagement is, and learning about the forms of local government and how everything is kept running. I hope this made you reflect and appreciate your city, and I hope I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for joining me.